How good is Tariq Lamptey? I wanted you to show his numbers a bit for me. I've watched him a few times. He seems to be very quick.
Look, he's quick, he's explosive. He's a defender's nightmare, honestly. And most of the time...
So he also runs, when he's playing on the wing back, he runs.
He can dribble, he's very good with the ball. His crossing ability, in fact, he made the most crosses for Brighton last season.
Wow. Even more than Cucurella?
Even more than Cucurella. He played just 30 games and he didn't start most of the 30 games. In fact, because of injury and things like that, he had to be coming off the bench and sit out a number of games. But his crossing is very good, very explosive, very pacey. And Rama mentioned something about Iñaki Williams, his ability to pick the ball and run at opposition. Tariq Lamptey is one of those players. And you see, when you have a right back or a right wing back who possesses that sort of skill, defenders don't like it, because what it means is that when he's coming at you, he's almost like a natural winger. When you are coming at him, he also has the ability to defend like a right back. So he has that perfect balance. And once he's fit, once we have him in this team, I think he's a serious upgrade.
Is he good defensively?
He's good defense, especially one-on-one defense, especially one-on-one. Because of his pace, he has the ability to recover. So players who actually rely on pace to dribble opposition cannot really get past him. It's very difficult. He was, I think the last 2 seasons, he was man of the match against Liverpool. He won the man of the match against Arsenal also. Brighton's man of the match. Yes,
he just gave somebody Sulia right now.
Yeah, that was Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso collected it from.
He's giving Sulia. Yeah. But okay, Rahman, I'm sure you've seen him in the flesh because you've covered a lot of games in the UK. I mean, how good is this guy? He looks very small to me. He looks very short.
Yeah, he's quite tiny. He's very tiny. But for me, his greatest asset is his mindset. When Brighton first signed him, because I know him quite well, I spoke to his manager, Graham Potter, at Brighton, and he told me something that stayed with me about him. He said that beyond the football and running at defenders and his low center of gravity that gives him so much strength and the explosiveness and all, he's got a very strong mentality that works for him. And that's that he never gets too excited when things are going well for him. And he never gets too down when things are not going on well for him.
Wow.
And for a very young man to have such a mindset, it's quite rare to see in modern day football. When he was coming through the ranks at Chelsea, he had the likes of Reece James ahead of him. And Jody Morrison. Jody Morrison was Frank Lampard's assistant, and he was the guy who virtually looked after the junior team as they came through. And Jody kept on telling Lampard that this guy is the next big team. And Lampard would go back to him and say, oh, but Reece James is good. So they gave him a chance against Arsenal. Tariq made his first Chelsea debut against Arsenal at the Emirates.
Wow.
And in that 15 minutes they gave him, he showed everything that you need to see in a modern day football. He got the first time he touched the ball, it was forward. Normally, young players, when you give them the ball, they are edgy, so they're looking for the safest pass so they don't make a mistake. Tariq's first touch was forward and kept running. And in that single move, you saw everything. You saw his mentality that he never takes the ball back. He's always going towards opposition front. He's got that edge. I want to beat my case. And so for me, sometimes you'd say player is really good with pacey and all that, but you need a player who can adapt to adversity. And when he started playing at Brighton, everybody said, oh, this guy is flying and is killing. And then he had a bad injury. And it took him out for half of the season. And when he started getting fitness back, he's come back into the team, not playing as a right back again, but as a wing back. And he's killing it at the moment. And that's what excites me about all the players that are coming. Because one, he's young. Two, his adaptability. But the most important thing, that mindset is what's going to take him places.
Wow. Interesting stuff.